Welcome back to Candy's Classic Game Shrine, everyone. And today on Adventures in the Third Dimension, we're going to review 3D Tetris for the Virtual Boy. 3D Tetris for the Virtual Boy was developed by T&E Soft and was published by Nintendo. This North American exclusive was released on March 22, 1996. 3D Tetris is one of the North American exclusive titles for the Virtual Boy. It's a vastly different game to that of V-Tetris, so try not to confuse the two. The Japanese version of Tetris on the Virtual Boy is very similar to your standard 2D Tetris games. 3D Tetris, as the name implies, all takes place in a 3D space called the Well. 3D Tetris offers several Tetris modes, each with different goals. Each mode comes with a different type to choose from, which are just slight variations on that mode's original gameplay. The different modes are 3D Tetris mode, center fill mode, and puzzle mode. 3D Tetris is where you fill in each individual layer of the well without leaving open spaces. The well is 5 layers in total, and each time your blocks exceed the height of the last layer, you'll lose a layer. You lose once all of the layers have been removed. In Type A, it's just where you aim for the high score by clearing all the layers in the well. And in Clear It, you need to clear 5 levels to advance to the next stage. This also is a high score sort of game. As the stages progress, the speed increases and the block patterns become more complex. You can change the block complexity by choosing the difficulty and the speed at which the blocks fall by choosing the level. There are 30 different block styles in total. Center fill mode is where you place blocks symmetrically around the center square of each layer. Once the layer is filled, you can drop a block into the center to clear it. If you place blocks in the center without filling the layer, those blocks will disappear. In Type A, you clear as many layers as possible. With Type B, in addition to falling blocks, there's obstacle blocks on the lowest layer. Every time you clear a layer, a new set of obstacle blocks will appear. For Clear It, you just clear 10 symmetrical layers to complete a stage. Puzzle mode is where the goal is to manipulate the blocks to form the goal shape displayed at the beginning of each stage. Your recreation must be 1-to-1 because it's game over if you miss. You can use the depictions of the layers on the right-hand side of the screen to get an idea on how to place the blocks. If you complete the stage, you'll be treated to an animation of the shape you just created. The controls for this game should be somewhat intuitive for people familiar with Tetris. They're only slightly different because you're playing in a 3D space. The controls are, with the left D-pad, you move the current block in its horizontal plane as it falls. The right D-pad rotates the block in 3D as it falls. A rotates the block clockwise as it falls and also makes selections on menu screens. B rotates the block counterclockwise as it falls and cancels selections on menu screens. L changes the perspective of the well, R drops the current block faster, Start pauses the game, Select toggles the automatic rotation of the well between on and off. And if you want to restart the game, press L, R, Start, Select, A, and B. To add, you can also control the direction of the well rotation by holding L and pressing a direction on the left D-pad. After you've adjusted to the controls and new but odd gameplay, you may find yourself having fun. I know I did. Normally I can dump hours on end into Tetris, and admittedly, while I didn't dump hours on end into this one, I definitely got lost playing the puzzle mode in this game for a while. The controls handle very smoothly and aren't twitchy or sensitive like Virtual Lab was. The music isn't going to make your ears bleed, but I also don't think it's worthy of putting on your phone's music library either. If you're looking to add this game to your library, you're looking at $80 for a loose copy and about $150 for a complete in-box copy. Pretty damn expensive for a Tetris game in my opinion. So is it worth dishing out for a copy? Personally, I don't feel like it is. Like all Virtual Boy games though, it's worth trying so that you can say that you've experienced it, but honestly, emulation and flashcards are the better option here. Credit where credit is due though, it was a unique take on Tetris in the 3D realm. I found puzzle mode to be a lot of fun once I got the hang of it, and if you enjoy Tetris, maybe you'll find some enjoyment with this too. If you really like Tetris and want to enjoy it on the Virtual Boy, I recommend V-Tetris instead. Not only is it cheaper, but I personally found it to be a little bit better of a game. So that was my review of 3D Tetris for the Virtual Boy. Let me know what you guys thought of the game and the video in the comments below, and until next time guys, take care.